Breaking news! Republicans will maintain control of the House of Representatives with a thin margin, NBC News projects. As a historic drought persists, New Jersey's wildfires are still blazing and now spreading into New York.
An automatic recount has been started for Pennsylvania's Senate race. And later, at an amusement park, Six Flags fans say goodbye to a beloved coaster. Stay tuned.
The Jennings Creek fire, located on the border of New Jersey and New York, is 50% contained. According to the New Jersey Forest Fire Service, the fire has burnt through 2,283 acres in New Jersey alone, and 5,000 acres across both states. The fire has claimed the life of 18-year-old volunteer firefighter Darrell Vasquez. New York Governor Kathy Hochul has issued a statewide burn ban until November 30th. Welcome to Woo TV. I'm Jeana Flemming, and this is Allison Padula.
SEPTA has proposed a nearly 30% fare increase and 20% service cut effective January 1st, 2025. For bus and subway riders who use a SEPTA key card, quick trip, and cash payments, fares would increase to $2.90. Regional Rail is also seeking increases, with Zone 1 at $5, Zone 2 at $6.50, Zone 3 at $7.75, and lastly, Zone 4 at $8.75. The fight continues as SEPTA workers demand respect and equality with no fear of striking if need be. Smart Local 1594 comes forth with similar safety concerns like TWU Local 234. The union represents more than 350 SEPTA drivers, servicing Montgomery, Delaware, and Chester counties. Smart Local 1594 Chairman Anthony Petty states that his members need an increase in pay and deserve to work in a safe environment. SEPTA is optimistic that they can reach an agreement with both unions. A SEPTA spokesperson says that they are expected to save $16 million as of this year due to the cost-cutting implementation over the course of 6 months. Negotiations are expected to continue next week. The Pennsylvania Senate race is heading towards an automatic recount. Currently, Dave McCormick is leading Bob Casey by 0.4%, just over 29,000 votes. Under state law, any margin under 0.5 points triggers an automatic recount. Counties must begin the recount no later than November 20th, and they must complete that process by noon on November 26th. Results will not be published until November 27th.
President-elect Donald Trump is currently building his team for his second presidential term. Trump has appointed Tesla CEO Elon Musk and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy to spearhead the new intention called Department of Government Effective, or for short, DOGE. He has recommended appointments for multiple cabinet members and advisors. Among them are Susie Miller, who could be the first female chief of staff in White House history, Florida Representative Mike Waltz for the National Security Advisors, former Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence, Florida Representative Matt Gaetz for the Department of Justice, and South Dakota's Governor Kristi Noem for the Department of Homeland Security.
Widener University was once called Pennsylvania Military College, one of the oldest colleges to educate young men through their military background. Our reporter, Tamaya Walton, was on campus this past Monday and has a story on how Widener celebrated Veterans Day.
It's been 52 years since Widener's rebranding, and yet the roots of Pennsylvania Military College still remain strong. This Veterans Day, ROTC students held a vigil ceremony while raising the American flag to honor fallen soldiers at Memorial Field. In order to understand the hearts of veterans, we sat down with Lieutenant Colonel Pasco.
Veterans Day, we don't look at just the folks that have given the ultimate sacrifice, but at the entire group of service members from all services and all branches. A lot of spouses have given just their entire lives and careers to the Army in support of their servicemen. So on Veterans Day, I think we should remember all the men and women who have served in uniform, but also their support.
All of us of Woo TV thank every veteran for their service to this country. Reporting for Woo TV, I'm Tamaya Walton.
Join the Pride at the next Widener Day on Saturday, November 16th. This fall open house offers prospective students and their families the opportunity to visit and explore the campus. Attendees will have the chance to take campus tours, learn about university programs, check out dorms and classrooms, and discover how to be a part of the Widener Pride.
Costco recalled about 80,000 pounds of store brand butter in October due to product labels missing a key ingredient, milk. The wholesalers recalled 2 varieties of butter, 46,000 pounds of Kirkland Signatures unsalted sweet cream butter, and 32,400 pounds of Kirkland Signatures salted sweet cream butter due to undeclared allergens. The Food and Drug Administration advises all consumers who have purchased any recalled food to dispose of the product.
Next week, the Widener National Society of Black Women in Medicine is hosting Stocking for Soldiers, a tabling event dedicated to writing letters and stuffing non-perishable items in stockings for our veterans. Each item will help our soldiers as they are overseas during the holidays. Contact Naomi Knight for more information.
It was once hailed as the king of coasters and now has faded into the sunset. Following rumors of its closure last week, Six Flags Great Adventure confirmed in a press release this week that Kingda Ka's last day of operation was this past Sunday. Kingda Ka was the tallest coaster in the world and the fastest in the USA. The park has announced that the new multi-record-breaking launch coaster will be built in its place by 2026.
It was once said that on a clear day, you could see New York and Philadelphia from the top of the ride. Maybe even Widener. I wonder if the rest of this evening will be all clear skies. Let's check in with our weather anchor, Max Keating.
Right now we're looking at temperatures of 46 degrees with cloudy skies. There's a slight chance of rain later on. Now back to you, Anthony, in sports.
Eagles lead the NFC East and are playing their greatest competition tonight. More at the Sports Desk after this.
Wherever you go at Widener, you've always got your pride. Everywhere you go, and behind everything you do. And before you know it, you are working in your field, realizing your life's ambitions before you even leave Widener.
If you have a dream, come join us.
Widener University. Many roars,
one pride.
The Eagles are coming off a promising win against the Dallas Cowboys this past Sunday night. Linebacker Zach Bone has awarded NFC Defensive Player of the Week for the first time in his career. More on the Eagles with Anthony Fedeli at the Sports Desk.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Anthony Fedeli. Tonight, the Eagles host the 7-3 Washington Commanders as the Eagles looking to keep the streak alive and defeat another division rival team, while the Commanders are looking to get back in the winning column after dropping a nail-biter to Pittsburgh last week. Joel Embiid resumed play this past week, making his first start this NBA season after a left knee injury and an NBA suspension. Embiid had a slow start and scored 13 points for the team, but it was not enough to prevent the 76ers from another loss. Rookie Jared McCain is performing at a high level, putting up 23 and 34 points in the last 2 games. Widener men's rugby defeated Gettysburg in the semifinal round this past weekend. Staying undefeated this Saturday, the Pride will go on take on University of Richmond in Culpeper, Virginia for the Challenge Cup Championship. Yet again, football's Jalen Walker earned MAC Conference of the Week, recording 3 sacks and 7 tackles to help keep the Pride on a winning streak of 5-4 as the playoffs approach. Huge congrats to Widener Field Hockey as they named defender Maddie Hoyer, midfielder Mackenzie Adamson, and forward Juliana Sanchez as second-team All-MAC players this season. Widener's women's basketball Mia Robbins earns MAC Player of the Week while having a career high of 29 points versus Marymount. The team is currently sitting at a record of 1-2 as they were unable to defeat Swarthmore on Wednesday night, 59-53. Are the Phillies looking to change things up? Reports say Alec Boehm has found himself on the trade block. The third baseman has played 5 seasons for the Phillies, but could potentially be in a new city next season. The Flyers had a thrilling 4-3 win over the San Jose Sharks Monday night. The team is right back at it tonight, playing against the Ottawa Senators at 7 o'clock. That's all for the Sports Desk. Turning it over to Max in the Weather Center.
Thank you, Anthony. And in just a little bit, we're going to talk about our weather for tomorrow and the rest of the week. Stay tuned, Widener.
Welcome back. Boy, is it cold outside. Let's see what the weekend weather will be like with our weather anchor, Max Keating.
Thank you, Gionna. Now let's take a look at our weather for Friday. So we're going to start with mainly clouds in the morning with cooler temps at 43. Then as we go through the day, the skies are going to clear and it's going to warm up to 55 in the afternoon. Then it's going to cool down again at night. Now for our weekly, we're looking at clouds for most of the week, but Saturday we're going to have some sun. And it's going to be a slight chance of rain on Wednesday. And the temperatures are going to stay pretty stagnant the whole week, with highs around the 60s and lows around the 40s for most of the week. So it's going to be a little warmer than this past cold week that we had. That's all for weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
For Allison, Padula, Anthony Fedeli, Max Keating, and the whole crew of Woo TV, I'm Gionna Flemming. Thank you for watching Woo TV. Make sure to follow our socials to stay updated. Have a great night.